Okay, so very good morning. I welcome all participants to this webinar by School of Engineering, Library, Cochin University of Science and Technology, and to explore something about the ONOS. And as you know, this is a scheme by Government of India to support the academic community in India to access around 13,000 scholarly journals by 30 prominent publishers in the world. So I'm just sharing before going to ONOS. I can just share my university. Okay, so very good morning. I welcome all participants. Technology and to explore something about the ONOS. But as you know, this is a scheme by Government of India to support the academic community in India to access around 13,000 scholarly journals by 30 prominent publishers in the world. I'm just sharing for going to ONOS and just share my university. Okay, so very good morning. I will participate. Okay, sorry, that was actually one YouTube video. So again, I welcome you. I welcome all of you to this webinar, and I just share my screen. Okay, now you are able to view my screen. That is ONOS, I think. Then now you can see that this is a program by initiative of Office of PSA, that is Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India. And it is implemented through InflipNet Center. So InflipNet Center is the implementing body or authority center. And they will be giving us trainings after they implement this program fully to all eligible institutions. So before that, you are welcome, most welcome to Cochin University. As you know, Cochin University is one of the most important state universities in Kerala. And it is also a globally recognized university, as you know, that it has been ranked global ranking agencies, ranked by global ranking agencies in 2017. You can see this Times Higher Education ranking, QS World University ranking, and many other ranking schemes. And also, CUSAT is one of the NIRF ranked universities since 2016. When university ranking of Indian university ranking was started by NIRF. So, and School of Engineering is also a part of this very important part of the engineering wing of Cochin University, where you can pursue engineering, BTech engineering in 7 branches, MTech engineering, and PhD programs. So I encourage you to visit both the SAT website, and admissions are now going on, and the School of Engineering website. So with these few introduction, we can go to our topic. So, okay, ONOS. Please see that ONOS is a new program by Government of India to support academic community in India to access around 13,000 journals that are scholarly journals, we can say scholarly journals by prominent publishers I stress that word. Both words, scholarly journals and prominent publishers, both are very, very important as far as academic community in India are concerned. So we can see here many things are here. This is a website for ONOS, and many things are here. You can see ONOS, and the first thing is a single window search facility. So this is the single window search facility for identifying articles published across those 13,000 journals. So when you do a search here, you will be getting results from 13,000 journals. 13,000 journals. So we can say this is a federated search mechanism, federated search, searching from multiple sources and giving you the results. So you can see this one. Now, first a result from IEEE, second one this from Research Technology Management, again IEEE Communications, Business Process Management. So this way you can see the results. And there are 11,000 or 12,000 articles for this simple search. And these results came from prominently from IEEE, Elsevier, Springer, ACM, Wiley, Emerald publishers. So when you click here, you can see that these are the top publishers who are involving or who are participating in ONOS. And there is a, why I'm showing this one, there is a customization facility. For example, a scholar would like to have articles exclusively from IEEE. So she or he can just click here, and then the results would be from IEEE. So this way you can customize your search. Again, uh, similarly, you search other topics. I'm just showing examples. So legal aspects. So now you can see instead of technical databases or technical journals, uh, search results or articles are coming from Springer, Sage Publishing, Wiley, Cambridge, Elsevier, Taylor Francis. So this way you can identify most important databases, and you can also go to this database. I will show this thing. Here you can see this is the journal, this is the author, this is the article title. So this way you can identify. So this is the single window search facility. So whatever keywords you like to search. See, Springer, Indian journal. So please also note that there are one category of journals called Indian journals. So these are also part of ONOS. Then other publishers. Again, another the search facility, that is another customization facility, is that the out of this, how many journal articles, how many articles, and moreover the subject area. For example, this is related to health, this is related to management, this is related to the science. Okay, this way. And again, journal name. Which are the journals in which most of these business articles were published? So Indian Journal of Pediatrics, or something, or Transaction of the Indian Institute of Metals. So this way you can identify journals, Indian Pediatrics, so something like that. Okay, so these are the and language customization. You can customize your language, or you can select language. So this is the first option, single window search facility to identify articles published across 13,000 journals involved in ONOS. Okay, the next thing, you can directly go to publishers. So there is another button for publishers. I'm just clicking on publishers, and now you can see these are the 30 publishers. So please also note that these are world-class publishers, who are publishing top journals, or journals having indexed in Scopus database, or journals having indexed in Web of Science, or journals having site score, or journals having impact factor. So these are some of the metrics I would just show you. How can you identify if a particular journal is Scopus indexed or Web of Science indexed, or it is having site score, or it is having the impact factor? I will just show you those who are unable to know, those who are new to these fields. So now here you can see total number of name of publishers and total number of journals. Total number of journals. Okay, 158 journals. So if you click here, okay, if you click here, you can see, just to show you, annual review journals. So 51 journals. Similarly, you can see the major part, who are the major players of ONOS or publishers, major publishers. So one, we can say more than 2000 journals elsewhere, one. Then again, more than 2000 Springer Nature Journal. Then again, Taylor and Francis, 2000. So this is the 10,000 and above, or more than 1000. So this is Wiley, and again near 1000 Sage, then near 1000 Projectimus. So these are the major players, and IEEE has, I think, around IEEE journals, 210 journals by IEEE, and Emerald, most of the library science journals I know, and management journals I know, published by Emerald Publishing UK, and they have 311 journals. And elsewhere, the elsewhere is a most important publisher in the world, and they are publishing journals for science, most of their journals science, plus social science, plus arts and humanities, plus language, all, all journals, all subject journals. They publish all subject journals. And again, so here, ASME for mechanical engineering, ASME journals, and ASC journals for civil engineering, ASC journals. So these are the publishers, and this is the number of journals. And when you click here, so this one, so this button, you can see two options. One option is you can go to Science Direct homepage, and here you can see, you can view journals, each journal. Okay, you can view each journal. So I am just clicking on journal. Now see the list of journals, alphabetical order. So sometimes you want to see a particular journal starting with the P. There is an option. So pediatric respiratory reviews, pediatrics and child. Okay, plain management nursing. Okay, N, nano energy, nano placement, nano medicine, nano structural. So this way you will be able to identify journals by elsewhere publisher. And this is very important. Otherwise, you can do a search here. For example, academic, or journal of. This way, you can also identify journals. Okay. So again, there is another option. Now we have used this directly going to journal homepage again. See this one. Then this is the database source. So I am just clicking on this database. Now you can see this is the Science Direct database. Please also, I encourage all faculty members and scholars to use databases directly. So instead of, you can, while you are using ONOS and while searching, while using the single window search facility, and you can also go to each databases separately, where you will be able to see and read or download many other articles that are not available through ONOS. You can see, because as you know, 2,400 journals are there, ONOS from elsewhere. So elsewhere is the publisher name, Science Direct is the database name. Please note that, those who are familiar, not familiar with, Elsewhere is the publisher name, Sans Direct is the database name. So Elsewhere has contributed 2,400 journals. But when you check Elsewhere, total Elsewhere journals, we can see that they are publishing around 5,000 journals. So when you come to this database home page, you will be able to see, search, and read many other articles. So I encourage you to come to all databases and familiar with the databases. And please also, one more thing, please also use or please also sign in whenever you come to these sites, these journals, websites or journal databases or database of publishers, that is Elsewhere, Emerald, Sage, Oxford, Cambridge Core. These are some of the databases or publishers databases. You try to use by signing, preferably using your institutional email ID. That is very, very important, because if you use these databases uh, at campuses using your institutional email ID, you will be able to use the same credentials at home, because that means you can use it remotely. Remote access would be enabled by publishers when they recognize that you actually belong to this particular university. So that is also important. So whenever you use a database, please sign in and start using. Okay. So now again, we reached these two possibilities. Again, similarly, you explore other things. For example, IEEE journals, 220, IEEE Explore, again, IEEE Explore. When you reach there, you can see that IEEE has more than 300 journals. Yes, there are many other journals. So when you come to this site, you can see other journals also. So there is no, because some journals, some articles are open access articles. You can download, no problem. If this particular database is not subscribed by your institution, you will be able to access or read or download all open access articles. So I encourage you to visit all databases related to you. For example, social science people, they can visit prominently. They can visit Oxford University Press. Oxford Academic is the name of the database. You can just see that. Social science. Again, Wiley. So Wiley, and visit Wiley database, and you can do search here, no problem. Because ONOS is IP enabled access. ONOS is ONOS is given to your university through your IP. That is IP enabled access. Your university would give Infinite all IPs that you use. So they will make it available to your IPs. That means when you connect to your institution internet, you will be able to access ONOS. So that means when you are directly using a website involved in, or a publisher website involved in ONOS, you will be able to access their resources. Okay. Then Wiley. So you see Wiley journals here. Okay. Again, Emerald. Emerald. So this way you can identify Emerald. If you want to identify particular journals, you can do that. Otherwise, you can go to, if you view journals, otherwise, you can go to particular uh, database. But database, two options, database and individual journals. So both are important. Both are important because I will show you American Physical Society, 15 journals, view journals. Time. American Physical Society, journals. Yes. Physical review. So physical review letters, physical review letters. Here you can there is a they have given you this link. This link is particularly to physical review letters. Please note that this link is particularly to physical review letters. That means I am just clicking on this one. So you will be taken to that home page of physical review letters, where you will be able to identify entire articles published by this particular journal, and you can also identify the status of the journal, that is its impact factor. You can see this one, 8.1. This way you can identify the impact factor and the site score if they have displayed site score, or other metrics if they have displayed other metrics. You will be able to identify. And moreover, those who are scholars who would like to publish an article in this journal will be able to identify submit option. Before that, you can also identify some of the important journals, sorry, important articles published by this particular journal, and that you know. So this way, but I think this feature is very important. Why noise feature? Going to individual journal homepage is very important for scholars, because it will help them to have an idea about the journal, its metrics, its articles published over the years, and the submission procedures, etc. So it will really boost your academic publishing. Again, publishers. So this is actually, I think you have an idea about now the publishers, how to go to publishers website, or how to go to individual journals. I think this is enough. Because, and again, now there is another important thing everybody would like to know: if we have access to ONOS, or if we are eligible to access ONOS website or journals under ONOS. So in order to identify that, you can see that member institutions. So here they have listed, alphabetical list is there, and you can also see state-wise or name-wise or a place name-wise, any data is available. So I have put here Kerala, search Kerala, and all institutions from Kerala. Now from Kerala itself, we have around 125 institutions eligible for ONOS, eligible for accessing journals coming under ONOS. I think all these institutions would be able to use all databases available through ONOS. No discrimination, democratic use, democratic access. And these institutions would be setting up either their static IP or remote access, or it would be available through remote access. And similarly, other state scholars from other states can identify their state, for example, Rajasthan. So this way they can identify. So 72 institutions are now from there, and you can also see a Calicut, for example, Calicut. So 3 institutions from Calicut, University of Calicut, NIT, the Institute of Spice Research. So this way also you are able to identify. Okay, Tripunithura, and again some Thiruvananthapuram. So most of the, out of 125, most of the institutions are from Thiruvananthapuram. So 33 institutions are from Thiruvananthapuram. So this way you can identify. Again, publishers, member institutions, and how to access. So I told you how to access. This is campus-wide network, that is IP-enabled access. They are providing IP-enabled access. And for off-campus access through INFED. So what do you mean by INFED? So INFED is actually a service by InflipNet Center. I will just show you. INFED, InflipNet Center. So this is a service by InflipNet Center. They will help you to set up remote access facilities for all databases. They are doing this service for all databases, remote access, and they will be supporting you to all institutions to set up username, password to login or to access ONOS at home or remotely from or away from your campus. So please also note that your institutions, most of the institutions or university libraries, they will have one website, idp.yourinstitutions.ac.in, IDP. Similarly, this is CUSAT IDP, idp.cusat.ac.in, where, so here it is, they have given infed, and there is an option for registration. There is an option for registration. By clicking here, you will be getting a Google form where you just fill out those things required and use your institution email ID. So when you submit this form, the university library would be giving you a username and password to access remotely. You can use that username password for remote access. So similarly, I can also see IDP University of Calicut. So this is IDP of University of Calicut. Similarly, all university libraries might have established this IDP Kerala University, idp.keralauniversity.ac.in. So similarly, you will be able to identify what are the important sources being subscribed by those institutions and contact persons to, in case of support, you will be able to contact these staff members who will be giving you support. So for remote access, you can contact this your university library. Okay. So this is infed, and this they have given here. Okay, so that is through infed. So those who are not having username passwords so far, please use your idp.youruniversity.ac.in website to access it. Otherwise, you can contact your university library. They would be supporting you to have your remote login ID and password. Okay. Then again, search and browse. Another important option is that search and browse option. Here, these are subject categories. Okay, so you can see that subject categories. Total articles. I think more than 1 crore articles are there, and these total articles are divided into separate branches. So psychology, social science, veterinary, nursing, engineering, energy, chemistry, computer science, decision science, dentistry, arts and humanities, economics, all subjects. So those who belong to legal studies or law, economics, they can go to social science. If there is no separate icon for them, they can go to social science and explore what are there under social science, and they will be able to see food ethics and journal food ethics, Ellen Francis, Sage Publishers, Oxford, Wiley, Cambridge, elsewhere. Okay, so this way you can identify publishers. More is there. So social science. So these are the most of the social science articles, and you can further customize because education, for example, if you belong to education field, you can just customize this one subject area. Then only articles from education journals would be available. Okay, so you can use this option. Computer application engineering education. Okay, most of the journals, most of the articles. So this way you can identify. Then again, this is a search option. Here also there is another search option here. Review of modern physics, for example, review of modern physics. Here you can see title, that is title of the article, journal title, author, subject, search options. So I'm just clicking journal title, search. Yes, reviews of modern physics, articles. Okay. So this way, And please also note that sometimes, even though it is displayed on ONOS, sometimes you be not in a position to access actual article. Why? Because, as I told you, this is some publishers are still doing the process, still making IP-enabled access to universities, or the implement people, staff are doing this work. They are actually busy with the work, making all the institutions available, making all the institutions available these resources on their IP. So please just again you can see. So this is a other point. Many others. So you have many options. Anup, otherwise you can also give some more ideas. Otherwise, if it is difficult for you to identify, you can come to homepage, single window search facility. So you can also use this one. Okay. So this is about searching member institutions, publishers, register. Register is actually for administrative people. Okay, staff members. Login also you need not log in because as I told you, when you are using ONOS from your IP, that is you are using from your institution, there is no username password required. Okay, then search and browse. Okay. This we have already covered. Search and browse. So you explore these things also. Then also read about and some of other things you can see. Now I will show you because as you know, now the UGC care is no more, as you know. So most of the scholars and faculty members are now asking many questions. So what else? So what is next? So where would we publish our articles? What are the important journals now? So I think because of the ONOS introduction, because of the uh, implementation of ONOS, now the academic community in India have very important journals, or access to very important journals in the world. So I think they can also make this opportunity as their publishing work. No, can publish. No, you can also you can use this database or journals, and you can also use these that journals for your publishing platform. So making these things as a publishing platform. So in order to do that, many people would ask, can I assess the quality of the journal? All or all the journals are important. All the journals are having site score or impact factor. How can we check? So now I am going to answer this question. So please note that now I'm going to home page. So Internet of Things, the modern physics. So I could see many journals on ONOS, and now I would like to know particularly about this individual journal. What is its status? Okay, so I'm just giving you the methods to identify a journal status on uh, other things on other platforms. So please note that you please copy this name. First, copy this name. My first intention is that, or my first idea is that you want to check this if this is a Scopus indexed journal. Please note that. If this is a Scopus indexed journal, how can you identify that? So for that, please go to Scopus, Scopus sources. So when you are unable to identify Scopus sources, please do a Google search. Google Scopus Scopus sources. Now the first result. So this is the journal search page of Scopus. This is free. This is free. And when you come here, you can see that 48,000 something is there. Don't bother about that. You just, because we have copied one journal name, find sources. Two results are there. Review of modern physics. So here itself you can see review of modern physics 76.2. This site score and other details are here. And publisher, you can see also the publisher American Physical Society. So, and further, so this information, if this information is okay, leave it. Otherwise, if you want to go to this journal further, just click here. Just click here. Now you are able to see its indexing period covered by. Sometimes Scopus drops a journal from indexing, stops indexing. So this journals is covered by Scopus from 1929 to 2025. That is still it is still being indexed by Scopus database, and you can also see its site score 76.2. That is top journal. When you see this one, you can see that it's a top journal in the world. And this site score, just to have an idea about how do they calculate site score. That is a site score. Please note that site score is a matrix, journal matrix given by Scopus database. Site score is a journal matrix given by Scopus database. And it is calculated by counting the total number of articles published in this journal for 4 years. 4 years. And the total number of citations received for those articles in 4 years. And the number of citations is divided by number of articles. So then they get a numerical value, that is site score. So simple thing, but this is their property. Scopus is doing this work for journals. And one more thing, there is another option, because this option is in blue color now, because enabled. This option is enabled view, because I am accessing from an IP having access to Scopus database, or I have full text access to Scopus database. That is why I have given another option, view all documents. So this is another feature by which you will be able to go to Scopus database, and you can see what are the important articles published over the years, and annually how much do they publish. Okay, click on individuals. Here you can see annually they publish very less number of articles, and these are the top authors, and these are the subjects, and these are the countries from which most of their articles are coming. So this type of analysis is possible when you are coming to Scopus database homepage. This is the subscribed page. Please note that this is a subscribed page. This is the free page. Free page is for accessing or identifying if a particular journal is Scopus indexed or not. So please. And again, sometimes you might have listened to Q1 journals, Q2 journals, Q3 journals. What do you mean by that? So please note that Q1 journals, for example, if you see this one 48,000 something, and the Q1 journals are first quartile, top 25 journals out of the total indexed journals of a particular database. Top 25, top 25%. Okay, then I have checked this Q1. Now apply. Now you can see 9,200 journals out of 48,000 or out of 25,000. Only 9,269 journals are Q1 journals. So why I'm telling this one? Suppose if you identify a journal from ONOS, and if you want to identify its status, if it is a Q1 journal, Q2 journal, then now if you start searching, okay, if you start searching the previous one, now you will be able to identify, because it's a Q1 journal, yes, because now we are searching only 9,000 something journals, and it appears, this particular journal appears. That means this is a Q1 journal. It's a Q1 journal. Similarly, you can check this one, and suppose this Q2 journal, quartile 1, apply. No source were found. So this is not a Q2 journal. No result. So this way you can identify Q1 journal, Q2 journals, and if a particular journal is Q1, Q2. Okay. So I think you got an idea about this one. Again, many people ask two questions. If it is an SCI indexed journal, SCI journal, if it is an SCI journal, SCI means Science Citation Index. Now it is called SCIE, Science Citation Index Expanded. Science Citation Index Expanded. And when you are asked to identify if this particular journal is a journal is an SCI journal, or the journal has impact factor. Okay, these are two questions. So in order to identify that, you please go to Web of Science indexing platform. So Scopus is an indexing platform. Please note that Scopus is an indexing platform. Scopus indexes journals. Scopus does not publish journals. Scopus indexes journals. That means indexes means Scopus would identify some journals on the basis of some quality criteria set by them. Scopus would list some journals. Indexing means they would list some journals in the world belonging to different subject fields on the basis of some quality criteria. And when we say Scopus indexed journal, we value that journal, or publishers value that journal, or appointment authorities value that journal, NIRF ranking schemes value that journal, this accreditation agencies value that journal, Scopus indexed journal. That is why they ask if it is Scopus indexed journal, or how many articles do you have in Scopus indexed journal. So these are some of the questions. Again, if it is an SCI journal, another question. If it is an SCI journal, or if it is having impact factor. So I am just going to this Web of Science. So please also note that this is a subscribed page of Web of Science. You can go to Master Journal List. Master Journal List is the journal search page of Web of Science. So I am doing a Google search, Master Journal List. Master Journal List. So refine your result. So either click here, second one. I think this is the, yes, second one. Or if you click here, you will reach here. And again, then if you reach here, just search journals without giving any input, just search journals. Then you will reach here. Search hyphen results. You must be here. mjl.clarivate.com/search hyphen results. So here you can see these are the Web of Science indexed journals, or this is the place for identifying all Web of Science indexed journal, or if a particular journal is indexed by Web of Science. So why we came to Web of Science? Because we want to check if this particular journal is having impact factor, or if this particular journal is belong to SCI. Please note that both SCI and impact factor are the properties of Clarivate company. Clarivate is the name of the publisher. Clarivate is the name of the publisher. Web of Science is the name of the product. So all journals indexed by, or please also note that a journal will be having impact factor, or it is belonging to a particular SCI or other indexes if it is indexed by Web of Science. So both SCI and impact factor are the properties of Web of Science. Web of Science is a property of Clarivate. Clarivate is the name of the company. Web of Science is the name of the product. So because UGC care included this UGC care included both Scopus indexed journals and Web of Science indexed journals. But UGC care is no more. Then why do we check Scopus and Web of Science again? Please note that these are the top journals in the world. And as far as possible, kindly publish an article in a journal having impact factor, or journal belonging to SCI. So I will show you what you mean by SCI journals and what are the number of SCI journals. So when you come here, you can see this is Science Citation Index Expanded. Okay. Then Social Science Citation. Arts and Humanities, Emerging Sources Citation Index. So these are called the core Web of Science collection, core collection, Web of Science core collection. Okay. Now, if you notice this one, 25,000. So we can roughly say Web of Science indexes around 25,000 journals under core collection, Okay. So under Science Citation Index or SC, how many SC journals are there out of this 25,000? That is, I'm going to check. So in order to check that, you just check this box, Science Citation Index expanded. Now you can see 9,400. So these are the core journals. Hope you might remember Scopus Q1 journals around 9,000. Here itself, it's a Science Citation Index journal, core journals in science. SCI journals are core science journals in science, journals in the science. So science faculty members and scholars, as far as possible, try to publish an article in a SCI journal. And now I'm just checking pasting that journal name here. Search Review of Modern Physics. Yes, reviews of modern physics, American Physical Society, Science, Web of Science core collection, Science Citation Index expanded. Now you can verify this one. Okay, Science Citation Index expanded. So now you can believe that it is first of all, it is a Web of Science indexed journal. Please note that it's a Web of Science indexed journal, and again, it belongs to SCI. It's an SCI journal. So this is the way you can identify if it is a Web of Science indexed journal, or if it, and moreover, it is an SCI journal. Similarly, you can also try other journals. For example, I'm just global yes, Global Knowledge, Memory and Communication, another journal by Emerald. This is belonging to Emerging Source Citation Index. So instead of SCI or instead of Social Science, it belongs to Emerging Source Citation Index. Please see this one. Okay. So similarly, you can check for other documents. So mjl.clarivate.com is the website. And how can you identify the impact factor of this journal? Next thing. So please note that normally this Web of Science is the database, or Clarivate is the agency company that is authorized to give impact factor to journals. No other agency in the world can give impact factor to journals. That is why we can easily identify a predatory journal falsely displaying impact factor on their website, because if they are not indexed by Web of Science, they are predatory journals, fake journals, clone journals. So a journal claiming impact factor should be indexed by this Web of Science. So normally, annually, Web of Science releases journal citation report, journal JCR, journal citation report, to give or display impact factor to journals indexed by Web of Science. It is actually, we don't have access to JCR, but we can use other methods. For example, if you go to this Review of Modern Physics website, this Review of Modern Physics website, about, when you reach here, journal metrics, or about button, about, then 49.9 is the impact factor. So when this is a prominent publisher, when this is an important publisher, you can believe what they display. Okay, because they don't display other things, they display true things. So you can believe. But you can also see that many predatory publishers simply display impact factor Don't believe that. So this is the way you can identify impact factor, journal impact factor. Site score we have already seen. Site score 76 something. So impact factor 2023 49.9. So 45.9. So it's a very important uh, a very important journal in the world. You can see very important journal in the world. I will also give you how can we identify impact factor or what is the methods by which they calculate impact factor. This is the formula. This is the formula. You can see that citations year, publication year, publication year. So citations received in third year. Okay, third year. So that means 2025, for example, 2025. And articles published in 2024, 2023. Okay, article published in, number of articles published in 2024, 2023. And citation received in 2024, sorry, 25, 25. Okay, so total number of citation is divided by number of articles, 2-year articles. Then they get a numerical value. So this is Nature Journal impact factor. So we have just seen that the journal we have just searched before has more than Nature impact factor. Okay, so this is the way they calculate. The formula is simple. The formula is simple, but the formula is an intellectual property right of Web of Science. No other people can calculate, display impact factor. These are given by impact factor is given by uh, Clarivate company. Okay, to Web of Science index journals. And I will also just show you one more person who is Eugene Garfield. Eugene Garfield is the person who invented this impact factor, and he established a company, ISI company, and through which he started giving impact factor to journals. And that is why still many documents, even UGC documents carry the name ISI impact factor. ISI impact factor. Again, he sold this company, he sold this company to Thomson Reuters. Thomson Reuters, another publisher. It was a publisher, Thomson Reuters. And Thomson Reuters was responsible for giving impact factor to all journals indexed by Web of Science in the world for a long time. That is why still some UGC documents or books contain Thomson Reuters impact factor. So now it is with Clarivate. Now it is with Clarivate. Clarivate is the name of the company who is responsible for giving impact factor to journals. And these impact factors given to. So the formula is, you can simply see that what uh, Scopus, what Scopus did for changing the formula. Instead of this 2-year publications, they have increased this to 4 years because this formula is already taken, is already having an IPR. That's why they cannot take this formula. So they simply managed to include 4-year publications and 4-year citations instead of 3rd-year citation, 4-year citation. Then they will also get a numerical value that is called site score. So please note that site score, both site score and impact factor are journal metrics. And on the basis of why I am showing this one, you will be individually in a position to identify if a journal on ONOS is Web of Science indexed or Scopus indexed. Okay, so this is about that. Again, you can further explore ONOS and many other options are there. So I think these are some of the things I wanted to share with you. Now you can ask your doubts regarding. I will just give you access to. You can now unmute or you can use the chat box to respond in any questions. I think I have you can yourself unmute in case you want to Thank you very much for listening, for spending your very precious time with me and with the School of Engineering Library, CUSAT. I thank each one of you for having attended this webinar, and I ask you to explore more and ask questions, no problem. Whatever questions you have, because we need to clarify. If I am not able to clarify you now, I can send you mails or I can direct you to some other sources. Okay.